We fight with such worn-out gear.
Monster's really scary.
It's good to see people in such high spirits.
Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated.
What a long day of work.
Do watch where... Air Master! Orient!
Our ice attacks are wasted on this bow. Well aimed, right where it comes. 'Tis folly to pick quarrels with beasts. My magics are at your disposal.
The product of heedlessness.
You'll have to manage on your own. I've got my hands full.
I am saved. Thank you, Elizabeth. Continue our onslaught, and the behemoth will soon topple.
I shall lead the charge. Leave it to me, Arisen. With this, my magics are yours to wield.
Tis a boat worthy of fortune. Naught save our best will do.
I think I get your idea. Watch your footing, Master. Losing your balance on an bad. Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
A common reward, frustratingly so.
We'll find a use.
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet again, if you can believe it. Just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well. Oh, why must these scaly fiends beset us so?
Oi, what are you doing standing about when there's work to be done?
Jonas, this is the good sir I spoke of, the one who called the Saurians for us.
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this mess, stranger. You did it once afore, eh? Only natural you'd help finish the job.
My apologies for the chief's temperament. Yet he speaks truly. We have need of your strength. Pray, cull the beasts as you did before, sir. I dare say you are the only one upon whom we can depend.
These Saurians are a stubborn lot. What say we meet
Their master, Saurians!
I think our allies can soon be.
There's no debilitation a curative cannot mend. Oh, the arisen soaked to the bone.
Place to place.
Mind moving? The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Har Village, Sir Arisen. You are a hero. Truly, we cannot
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave. How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke his nose where it didn't belong. There can be no doubt he's the one who incited the Saurians' attack.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrens go causing problems, and we humans are lumped with the job of cleaning up after them.
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
There!
I do apologize. 'Twould seem things have turned rather uncomfortable. But we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, you have our gratitude, Sir Arisen. I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Yon statue makes for a fine landmark.
Let us make our way over to it while 'tis in our sights.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste. My magics are at your disposal.
Bear in mind that the brute will seek out women with unwavering persistence.
Is a tendency we might exploit, though to do so would be to court danger. A well-aimed strike, right where
tide of battle was in our favor.
Wait for the new equipment to come.
Your current vocation is ill-suited to wielding a bowmaster.
That's just what I was thinking.
It strikes me that we have not visited Mel for some time. Shall we stop by and see how its people fare of late? It strikes me that we have not visited Mel for some time. Shall we stop by and see how its people fare of late? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
But my legs
A
are
long road.
stiff as boards.
Follow along at your own...
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await.
Seems I hear naught but grim tidings of late.
E'er since the reign of Rothaeus, the founder of Vermund, the village of Malv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom against the dragon. Yet not only has the dragon been allowed to devastate the village, but in the wake of its attack, you dared to submit what are clearly false reports of having felled the beast. None save the sovereign can fell the dragon. Perchance you mistook an overgrown wyvern for the bringer of calamity. The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom, with Malv offering aid only where needed? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you say that the fault is ours to bear?
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has spoken falsely? If so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not indolence that has taken root here, but treason. The village entire will answer for this.
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor. I must inform the Queen Regent of this development.
You came to see me. Forgive me, I've much to ponder. Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. A small show of hospitality is surely the least I can do. 'Twas by your godly efforts that Malv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. You have my earnest gratitude, friend. I wanted to tell you that, if naught else. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without a good night's sleep.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended as a traitor to the kingdom. All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn. Bring her before me at once.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your words to heart, Overseer. Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village, for our sake.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the rest of the villagers harbor no rebellious intent?
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, the absence of a leader will sow naught but chaos. For the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis as you say, I do not expect there will be any objections.
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask of you. It concerns Ulrika. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though that is the case, she would never truly abandon it. She left the village that she might fulfill her charge, protecting Vermont against the dragon. As for where she went, I do not know. 'Twould be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the Overseer's troops. However, should you happen to find her, would you tell me where she is hiding? I can only pray that she does not fall into the Queen Regent's clutches.
Yes, Master.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
We could do with the lantern's light. 'Tis a glad thing I came prepared.
I am in your debt.
Tis a pleasure to meet you. Shared. Wherever you're
If ever you've need of an ear to listen, you...
I've just...
Greetings. Well, here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining
Now
to...
you will be able to attack at range. May your arrows fell many a flying fiend.
You!
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. What? Can't you think of a reason? I'd thought you were keener wit than that. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over. Now you found me out? So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Understandable. Still, no harm in asking, was there? Let's get this...
Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own right.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
You there! Halt!
Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, let us handle the rest. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then. If aught catches your eye.
Yes, sir!
We shall see.
How bold you are.
This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Displaying bowmanship for an elf. My hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me. But I expect you'll do just fine.
That's it. I've had enough. Clear off. And don't come back till you're ready to do business properly.
But I've got the coin, I swear it. I simply just...
Where is it then, eh? Bring the coin, all of it, or I'll call the sentinels on you again. Are we clear?
'Tis uncommon for a lad of his age to be unable to shop on his own. Mayhap we ought to lend him a hand, master.
Oh, 'tis you. You're a welcome sight. Forgive my boldness, but I've a small favor to ask of you. Would you be willing to lend me some gold? I swear you'll be repaid in full. A trinket in yon shop caught my eye. A small, ornate box of exceptional craftsmanship. Alas, 'twould seem I do not have the coin on hand to purchase it. I can certainly procure the gold later, but by then, the box might be gone. If you'd be kind enough to lend me the amount I need, I would repay every last coin. Yes? Is there aught I can do for you? Or could it be that you've reconsidered my request? Are you sure? Oh, many thanks. I shall repay you anon, you've my word.
Not you again. I thought I made myself quite clear.
Ah, but I've brought the gold this time. I assume that changes things.
Oh, well, if you've got the gold, then you're welcome to spend it. This is the one you've been eyeing, isn't it? Go on then, take it.
My thanks. I finally have what I came for, and worry not, you'll have your coin back in good time, I promise you.
He seems a young man of decent character. I believe his promise to repay you was a genuine one.
Displaying bowmanship for an elf. My hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me.
My head will roll if aught goes awry.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
No one can defend themselves in battle like this.
You have my protection.
Strike! Fire's fury!
We achieved remarkable synchronicity.
Would that we might always be so in step, eh? Me, if you would. I know the path best traveled.
A guide is most welcome. Now we
My
shan't
hand
lose
would
our
tremble
way.
on the string if 'twere me. But I expect you'll do just fine. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
Well, now, isn't that someone who knows the way? The cavern's depths lie ahead. Are we all in the same boat?
Tread. Water is nigh invisible in this room. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
You too? Oh, glad I'm not the only one.
Yon path leads not—
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
I say we give it a push and see what happens. You'll not live to regret this. A gift of fire! Mind you don't burn your fingers. I will protect you. Methinks there are rare materials to be found hereabouts.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find? Here we go again.
It's easily done. At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up. Ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't.
There's a short.
With this, my magics are yours to wield.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Pray, follow me.
Arisen, we ought to heal ourselves while we lead the charge.
We were battle ready when they found us. This shan't take long.
Your ribs have been drenched.
Ha! How do you like that?
If you watch where you're going, you'll hurt yourself one of these days.
Oh, don't mind me. These things happen. You'll not live to regret this. This brute has quite the temper.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
It is easily done.
Our boat has been knocked off balance. Grab hold and drag it to the ground.
I shall lead the charge.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
The monster's left.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
We have arrived.
Oh, true to your word, you have come. Let us begin at once. I should like to observe your form first and foremost. So stand here and take your aim at yon targets. You have my gratitude. I learned much from you just now. In fact, I have made a discovery. Unlike those of elven make, bows crafted by other races are designed for keen aim. Is that not so? But I can see this is no revelation for you. I expect you thought this design common to all bows, yes? Not so for those of elven make, however. Our bows are crafted to guide not the hand, but the heart. Mayhap you will find the sentiment strange, but such is the perspective of elven kind. We are taught that arrows loosed with proper form strike true, as if 'tis all a matter of poise. I admit, I find it rather baffling myself. Perhaps that is why my bowmanship has failed to improve. Yet with this bow, I begin to understand. Let us see if I fare any better now.
Huzzah!
What a feat! I can hardly believe it. Every last arrow found its mark. Dead center. This marvel is nothing at all like an elven bow. The design allows for ease of aim and steadfast flight of each arrow. To think that I should feel such a difference. Mayhap I am more suited to a bow of foreign make than one of my own people's. It is a strange thought, but how else to explain it? My arrows have not soared so true in all my days. I'd nearly given up on myself. Yet 'twould seem I am not without talent after all. My performance with this bow has divested me of such doubts. But the ingenuity of this design, if only my people would take heed. It is all very well to talk of honing one's form, but why should we not perfect the tools so integral to our customs? I am decided. I shall take this bow back to the arbor. With this as my weapon, I have no doubt I shall pass my trial of archery.
It seems Sir Glyndor's doubts no longer plague him. May his newfound confidence see him through his trial of our tread.
I knew it to be so. My magics are at your disposal.
I will protect you.
A well-aimed strike, right where it hurts. I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck.
Keep gazing upward and you're like to stumble ere long.
This spell will empower you with elemental magic.
A flawless execution.
Just think what... The creature... These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
My magics are at your disposal.
All creatures who know death cling to life.
'Tis a wonder any foe challenges us would be arisen in our midst.
You've my gratitude. Consider it my thanks for all you've done.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
As a matter of fact,
I'll be sure
curious
to
thing,
keep that in
one
mind.
of my former masters chose to hire only...
These faces have grown mightily familiar.
'Tis well to have comrades one can trust. Are you in need of healing, Arisen?
Give no quarter!
By all means.
Seems we have enraged Dogma.
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
Understood.
Tis a foe worthy of caution. Lord save our best.
I think I get the idea. This spell will empower you with elemental magic. Heavy, but we might just be able to move it if we combine our efforts.
Shall we set it rolling?
Ah, now here's a surprise.
The thrill of discovery never gets old.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking up.
Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
A fine landmark.
Let us make our way over to it while 'tis in our sights. Oh, there's something written here.
Let's have a look then.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
That beast is truly enormous.
If nothing else, let us avoid ending up in its monstrous maw.
Bear in mind that the broods will seek out women with unwavering persistence.
Tis a tendency we might exploit, though to do so would be to court danger.
Truly?
Quite. Though no definitive records remain. Perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Whatever am I to do?
Hail, friend. How fare you? 'Tis not long now ere I am to undertake the trial of archery. I thought it only right to tell you that, as you were the one who gifted me the bow that I'll be using. I was also rather hoping you would consider attending. No one could be worthier of witnessing this milestone in elven archery than you. Ah, but the path to the arbor is not easily found or followed. 'Twould be best I escorted you. There is a log bridge near the ruins where I train. I'll await you on the other side. Come find me when you are ready to make for the sacred arbor, the village of my people.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day. 'Twas just as daunting to battle Cyclopes there as here, and taking aim at their eyes no less thrilling. 'Tis dark out, but we mustn't let that dim our spirits.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Ready to forge on? I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard
There's
from
been
the
a
locals.
shift in the chain of command.
If you refer
Greetings,
to
Your
changes
Majesty.
in the military's makeup,
Have you a moment to speak? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Deeza's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation. So the acting chief of Melv was blamed. I suspect this is some ploy of the Queen Regent and her ilk. To Lake, however, I've heard no report of her capture as of yet. It may well be that she is safe. Perchance, she has fled somewhere outside of Deeza's reach. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to Your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Deeza demanded Waldar amend the Code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid. Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days past, as we suspected, he was indeed an agent from Batal. When he learnt of Your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis a glad thing we captured him before matters escalated. As to how he learned Your Majesty's location with such ease, I intend to extract the answers from him anon. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray, take this. We are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim. 'Tis at least for some time now.
So
It
the
was said that
agent
the
was of
false
Batal.
sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, He is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other we ought to tend to. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermund. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that Your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
Here we are.
I would appreciate your swift return,
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me! Best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Deeza is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape. Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
I'm not sure what to do with myself today.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gamble?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer, I bid you, take this.
It seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep an eye on her in the days to come.
That's odd. Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Wonderful.
Over here, if you please.
So, you've come. Captain Brandt bade me allow you passage.
I'm nodding off where I stand.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one Arisen has been upended, or Deeza's Arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are Arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be Arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true Arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, hmm? Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave me be.
So, 'twas not to be. 'Tis no surprise. The magistrate is well renowned for his obstinacy.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind, I'm afraid. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place?
Hell is. Vermund was once...
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms? Well met, Sir Arisen. Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you for many thanks. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Might I propose we seek out new information?
Malcolm's
I
been
knew it,
really into
Lisa.
exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
Don't think you're safe just because you're in the city. Monsters have gotten bolder of late, and more ferocious. One found its way inside the common quarter just the other night. Much blood was spilled afore the thing was cold. You could say 'twas an ill twist of fortune. But mayhap we ought to be better prepared for such incidents. I wonder if building a nice, high wall is out of the question.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that. Lisa, don't tell nobody what I said about exploring those vaults.
Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report?
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste. Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
Shall we follow, Master?
Over here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
It near boggles the mind, that's...
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own. This should be far enough. If you truly are Arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Alice.
What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the Arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive. And 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection ere 'tis made whole. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you'd consider paying a visit to the sculptor in my stead. The man's home is located in Back Batal. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Ingredients are...
Beg pardon, sir, but might I have a moment of your time? I've a proposal to make, and methinks you'll want to hear it. See, a friend of mine has an empty house, but no use for it. And I see you round the inn rather often. Understand me? Wouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one, and you'd have a place to call your own. What say you? Well, you needn't decide this very moment. Come speak with me again once your mind's set.
Why, you there? Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern. The fellow said aught about the usual place.
We're here, Master.
How fare you, friend? We meet again. Truth be told, I was hoping we might. Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down, won't you? I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. So full of excitement, so alive. And how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is quite strict. You understand. Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. Even aught as simple as going shopping for myself. My mother has always procured the things I covet for me, so to pick out an item and obtain it with my own hands held a certain appeal. Which reminds me, I owe you a debt. I fear I cannot repay the full sum all at once. I have rather little in the way of spending money. Pray, take this for now. You'll have more when next we meet. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon. Till then, farewell.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by...
I overheard.
Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews and relax and enjoy the finest. Sit back, relax. Come back anytime.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
This task is...
There is much we ought to tend to. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts.
Outstanding.
'Tis moments such as these that make an adventure worthwhile.
We mustn't grow complacent, but steel ourselves for the trials to come.
Ah, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll.
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
Ready to forge on?
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
Subsides.
Look there.
There's no debilitation a curative cannot mend.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
Goblins, Master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
I look forward to seeing your marksmanship.
Come to think of it, our ranks have gone up. Naught like a feast.